Give it to it, please.
Come on.
Excuse me, go ahead.
Stuck rails in the dirt. That's what they did. When they had horse-drawn carriages and everything. And then they come up with these in the early 1870s. This is called a horse car. Basically, you would have two horses or two mules in front to power electric motors underneath the car to propel itself instead of using horses. And this is made out of brass. And there's current shunts on either side to get a nice low resistance path here to the pole. And it's on a little bearing here, as you can see. Rotates nice and free. So right underneath here, there didn't need to be as much ground clearance because there's nothing under here except air pipes and wires. Now they need to have more clearance underneath the truck, so what they did is I sloped the whole floor down a little bit. It's actually a very innovative design for when they designed these in 1914. This car was one of the very last examples ever built, and built in 1925. This whole thing here sits on a rack and pinion. And there's a motor that moves around, but slides it back and forth, and it'll tilt down and dump ballast off to the side and everything. See what it looks like. You got our motor leads here, line switch, air compressor, air cylinders, resistor grids, all that stuff that makes it go. This is also kind of used as a secondary little workshop here. We got kind of parts like everywhere.
Do you store a car? Do you find parts? Do you manufacture parts? How do you do that?
Yes.
All the above.
Yes, all the above. Sometimes we find surplus stuff, sometimes we build our own. Sometimes there's companies out in Philadelphia and Western that ran between 69th Street Terminal and West Philadelphia to Norristown. And these cars are designed to go around 90 miles an hour. They're fast. Very fast. Yep.
Some of them have bars on the window.
To prevent people from sticking their hands out. Because some spots they would have some really tight braces where you could have to your arms hit. So that was
For standing.
yeah, so that was
They got all kind of buttons. Buttons instead of the hold, I guess.
Well,
That's it. So I can't
do something wrong, buddy, in the Johnstown.
down here and the floor is here on this. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
People with hip conditions.
Oh, look at this bench too.
That's a long one.
And the running gear is made by J.G. Brill in Philly. And they shipped it down to Rio de Janeiro where they finished assembling the car with all the nice Brazilian hardwoods and everything. And it ran down there, I don't know, up to about the 50s or so. Then it got put back up on a boat here to the United States. And then it went through a few different places. And then This is different than a lot of other PCCs because this has air systems in it. They only started making all-electric PCCs after the war in 1947. They started offering that. So this has air brakes and air doors and all that other fun stuff that makes it that much more complicated.
Where you going, Scott? Kennywood?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sort of car down, along with dynamic and air brakes.
Railroad Drive, yeah, it's in Harrison Park. For sure.
Oops. So what's the controls?
Left here is your dead man. You have to press that at all times, otherwise the car will go into emergency. The right here is your brake, and over here on the far right is your accelerator.
Okay.
Listen, I am actually. Would you like to see my car?
I prefer a person who did not go.
Is there another car coming up enterprise wide?
No, we're just, 832, we're coming out right now.
All right, that's for safe. 1713 is going to be going out for a trip. There we are. I know there's a red light, but someone moved the car, so not resetting the system here, so just gonna have to go through it. It's fine. Off the brake lights. Whenever it's red, it's off. Whenever it's green, it's on. It's different. Like whenever it's red, it's enterprise. So whenever I see that. Then once we get up to the crossing here, we'll be going on an original Pennsylvania Railroad coal spur that went down. You can see the train car out here. It can pick up to about 10,000 pounds. Pretty much anything you want. I think it's the biggest service today. used as a stub track to store stuff. Once we enter the signal block here, I'll get an amber indication over here. It's called our motorman's directional indicator. It indicates I have the directional preference against this single track here all the way to Fairgrounds. It means I have the right of way. Disable the electric switch or what? Should. There's a little solenoid inside there that's supposed to throw the switch there, and evidently it didn't do it, so I'm wondering why. I think I can. There we are. Now we have burnout traffic light. Tamper or anything like that, because we're broad gauge here, so we had to pretty much whatever the Port Authority gives us, when they're done with it, we put it into service here.